Good morning, Bucknutters. Welcome to the Bucknuts Morning 5 here on Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017. I am Dave Biddle, and I am joined by the Dean of Ohio State football recruiting, Bill Kurelic. Bill, our good buddy Mark Porter from Scouting Ohio, was going off yesterday on Twitter about one-day combine camps for football recruits that are still in high school. Kids that are trying to get noticed by college programs. These kids pay money to attend what is usually a 2-hour event where they are taught better technique to run the 40-yard dash, better technique for short shuttles, and other combine events. These one-day combine camps are all around the country, including here in the state of Ohio. Again, Mark Porter considers them a scam and tells kids they should not sign up for them. This just sparked my curiosity. What is your take, Bill, on these one-day combine camps?
Well, and I have tremendous respect for Mark. You know, he does a great job, and he's a longtime friend of mine, and his scoutingohio.com certainly is outstanding. It's one of the things I tell kids when they ask me what should they do to get recruited. I tell them, you get on scoutingohio.com. That's a great service. So, I start there and say that I, regard Mark very highly, and I understand, where he's coming from in some aspects, but I also look at the combines as opportunities in the right circumstances to really help kids as well. As you mentioned, Dave, kids can learn at these camps. If these camps are run well, and they're not all run well, and they're not all totally above board, so to speak, but there are some very, very good ones. There's some great ones out there. And the ones that are done well, certainly the kids get a chance to learn from people that can help them go to the help and get to the next level and help them improve their things that they need to work on. It gives kids a chance to work out. I always feel like if you're working out, if you're doing something positive, then certainly that's going to help. It's good to compete. When you're at a camp, or I should say a combine, you usually are competing, and I think that there's value in competing. There's always value in competing. Ask Urban Meyer; he's all about competition. So I think that's certainly something that the combines can give you. And college coaches do talk to the people that are running the combine. If, again, they are legitimate combines and they're being run by good people who have the best interest of the kids in heart. So I think that, there's a lot of things that the combines are good for, but there are a lot of things that at times that Mark is right about, that not all of the combines are done on the up and up. So my stance is that someone is best off if they do things, a variety of things, so to speak. Don't just go to combines. Don't just go to camps. You should do a combination of things. You can go to a combine, for instance. You can go to camps. You should definitely go to college camps. That's one thing Mark talks about as being so very important, and that absolutely is. The chance to earn a scholarship at a college camp is tremendous. I think that's a huge part of what your, quote, portfolio should be as you market yourself and as you strive to get to the next level and get a college scholarship. So that's another thing. You need to get yourself in great shape, whether you're competing at a combine in March or you're going to a college camp in the summertime. You need to be in great shape, and you need to take care of all your academic things, make sure that you're going to be eligible for the clearinghouse and all. So you need to have a total portfolio, in my opinion.
Very interesting stuff there. So obviously you need to play well for your high school team. You need to have good, film first and foremost. Then the next most important thing, kind of reading between the lines here, is going to a college camp. And like you said, you want to get on Scouting Ohio, get your highlight film up there with Mark and everything. And I know a lot of many colleges subscribe to Mark's service. But after that, what's the most important thing? Is it going to a camp like the Ohio State camp where you're going to have a ton of coaches there from different colleges? Maybe you can get noticed. Is that the most important thing, is attending those type of camps at Ohio State?
Yeah, I think I always tell kids, and I get this question often asked of me, by a prospect, what should I do if I'm not the 5-star guy? What should I do to help my recruitment? And one of the things, if they're in Ohio, and I do tell them, get on scoutingohio.com, but I also tell them, sit down with your family, sit down with your high school coach, Figure out the schools that you legitimately have a chance to play at and that you're interested in, and then go to those camps. If you're interested in, if you have a chance to be a guy that goes to Ohio University, for instance, go to their camp as an example. That's just throwing out one school in particular. Go to the camp that they're going to be at. For instance, Ohio U has always been at the Ohio State camp. If you go to the Ohio State camp, those Ohio U coaches are going to see you there. If you are a prospect that is a borderline Michigan State kid, then go to their camp if you have Michigan State as a school that you are interested in. Let those coaches see you. So it's very, very important to go to college camps and to be realistic about it. If you're a Division III player, yeah, you can go to the Ohio State camp because there's going to be Division III prospects there, but don't think that you're going to go there and impress the Ohio State coaching staff and get a scholarship offer from Ohio State, because that's not the level you are at. So figure out the schools that you're interested in, figure out the level, talk to your high school coach, talk to your family, get that figured out, go to those college camps, and then also, you know, it's important that you get marketed, so to speak, by, say, your high school coach. He can be a tremendous help in this process to you. And one of the things that Mark Porter rails about are some of the services that all they do is charge you money to market yourself. Generally speaking, you don't need that. You can market yourself through your high school coach, for instance. You don't need to pay a service necessarily to market you, and that's one of the things that Mark is so much against.
Great insights there, Bill. Really appreciate you giving your in-depth thoughts on that. I just find this whole situation very intriguing. I know there's a lot of parents out there that want to know the best way to get their kids noticed. There's recruits themselves that are out there scouring the internet trying to find the best way to get noticed. So it was great to get your perspective on that, Bill. Now we have to get Bill back into the dean's office where he's going to answer your questions on the front row message board. So if you're a Bucknuts subscriber, Bill is answering your questions as we speak on the front row message board. If you're not a Bucknuts subscriber, try our 7-day free trial and become a Bucknuts subscriber. Thanks again to the Dean of Ohio State Football Recruiting, Bill Kurelic, and thanks to everybody for listening to the show. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day. Let's hear some Buckeye swag, best damn band in the land.